This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Waite Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Wednesday, August 16, 2023, your prime time forecast. I got a fabulous forecast for you coming up in this morning's edition of your prime time forecast. But first, thank you, Mr. Mark Mitchell with Bama Diesel Repair in Woodland, Alabama. Mr. Mark is one of our supporters here on Dr. Don's Weather. And if you have diesel repair needs, this is who you need to contact. Anywhere in East Alabama or West Georgia, give Mr. Mark a call at 256-201-3685. Remember, Bama Diesel Repair for all of your diesel needs. Also, get in touch with Mr. Jamie Dukas to handle all of your insurance needs, whether it is commercial, whether it's personal. Jamie can save you money, and it doesn't cost you a dime to find out what Jamie can do for you. No obligation whatsoever, and it only takes just a minute or two. All you have to do is scan the QR code on the screen. You can click the link at the top of the video, or you can call Jamie at 256-831-7770. Yeah, let's talk about some weather. Don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel, click that subscribe button and the little bell so that if we were to go live for severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get a push notification. That ain't happening today, folks. There's nothing to see here. It is going to be a gorgeous string of days across the region with lower relative humidities, no afternoon severe thunderstorms. And temperatures are going to be down a little bit as well. Now, we'll slowly warm back up, but for the foreseeable future, the daily afternoon severe thunderstorm pattern is gone. We had a cold front move through last night. You get up this morning, and it's certainly not cold outside, but you can feel the difference. The humidity levels are much lower this morning. It's got a little bit of a hint of fall in the air. It feels good out there. It is going to be a gorgeous Wednesday across East Alabama and West Georgia. As a matter of fact, that's going to continue for a minute. Look at Thursday. Any chance of storms across the southeast is going to be way down there in the southeast wiregrass regions of Alabama and back over into southern Georgia and up the Atlantic coast. State of Florida, you could see a thunderstorm there just about any time. But across East Alabama and West Georgia, it is going to be mucho nice out there. And then look at Friday. I mean, nothing across Alabama and most of Georgia is going to be clear on Friday as well. Well, things are beginning to get a little more active out in the tropics. We're watching about 3 different areas for the possibility of formation of the next few days, and we've got a yellow hatched area out in the Gulf of Mexico, as a matter of fact. From the Texas-Mexico coast all the way back to just north of Cuba and then north up to around New Orleans. We're going to be watching that area for the possibility of development the next day or two. And then out in the Atlantic, extreme eastern Atlantic, we're talking about one hatched area there that's got about a 40 to 60% chance of developing, and then one disturbed area coming off the African coast we'll have to watch as well. So we have been eerily quiet out in the tropics all hurricane season, but there are multiple indications now that things are about to really get active in the tropics. So don't lose sight of the fact that we are in the midst of hurricane seasons. Matter of fact, the peak of hurricane season is just a couple of weeks away. So we do expect things to break loose out there, and odds are still pretty good that we will have to deal with tropical weather across the southeastern United States within the coming weeks. Current conditions at the East Alabama Bee Company, the venue at 5 Points Farms. If you have an event coming up, this is where you want to have it. Beautiful place down there in 5 Points, Alabama, northern Chambers County. It is 65 degrees outside. We have fair skies. Wind is out of the north-northeast at 1, gusting to 5. The humidity is 94%. Barometric pressure at 29.98. Dew point, there's the big difference. I mean, yesterday we were running in the mid to upper 70s for dew points. This morning, 64 degrees. That's why it feels so much better out there. Strong to severe thunderstorms across Randolph and Chambers yesterday. We were able to pick up about 33/100ths of an inch of rain in one of those storms that moved through. High temperature yesterday was 89 degrees. Sunrise this morning at 6:03. Sun sets this evening at 7:27 p.m. We're going to head for about 85 this afternoon in Roanoke. That's going to be almost 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday and the day before that, and basically for the entire summer. 85 in Ashland, 84 up in Lineville. Wedowee and Woodland will both hit 84. 82 in Ranburne. We'll make it to 88 over in Franklin. Dadeville makes it to 86 this afternoon, and Auburn will top out at 87 degrees. Well, I really don't have to narrate this for you. It says it all. I don't know that we have had a 6-day forecast that looked like this probably since about March of this year. I mean, this is the first time that I can think of this entire summer that we have had 6 days where we are forecasting sunshine every single day. But there it is, folks. Screenshot that and just walk around and show it to everybody today, because that's some good stuff. We're talking sunny conditions all the way through Monday at least. Now, the temperatures will be slowly on the increase for each day. We'll start at 85 for your high this afternoon, down to 63 tonight. And then tomorrow we'll make it to 87. Each day we'll bump it up 2 or 3 degrees. And by the time we get to the weekend, the heat will be back. But I don't think the humidity is going to be quite as bad. 93 on Saturday, 94 on Sunday, and back to around 94 degrees on Monday as well. We may start to see some moisture creep back into the forecast by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So here's your Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar this morning, showing no precipitation across East Alabama or West Georgia. But if you look down there along the coastal regions from Texas through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and even over on the Georgia coast and up the Atlantic coast, we do see some showers there. That's the cold front that came through here yesterday, and it has kind of stalled out there across the coastal regions of the southeastern United States, and it's going to hang out there for several days. So if you're going to be going south down to the beach, you may see a passing shower or thunderstorm from time to time, but it'll stay down there. We're going to stay sunny across East Alabama and West Georgia. Don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. And again, folks, God's Country and the Classic has been off the air for a day or two. They're working on some equipment improvements. They're enhancing some of their studio equipment and their microwave that gets the signal from the studio out to the tower site. And they had hoped to be back on yesterday, but I think they're still down. But they will be back very soon, and we'll let you know when that happens. And don't forget, you can catch my daily weather forecast over there on God's Country and the Classic once we get things back operational over at the Volunteer Broadcasting Company. Also, if you own a business and would like to be a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather, all you have to do is send me a message on Messenger, and I can have you started before we do our very next weather forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will come first thing tomorrow morning here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College. The venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.